Hi guys, it's Bridget. Hope you're having a nice week. I was tagged by Patricia, who is TubeU Master 1, in the Tag Your It series for the 2011 Favorite Things. I'm going to kind of like generally categorize some things because, I could be here forever, and I'm just going to show you some of my favorites from last year in like categories so that you can get a general idea of what I use the most, which duh, I guess is the point of the video. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to like just say it now. I'm getting the paper out of the way first so that I can breathe, because you guys, most of you know, I am like the most ridiculous paper insanity freak hoarder in the world. I always have been. I've had a love of paper since childhood. My mother loves paper, my brother, my father. I come from a creative family, so we all have our creative outlets, but we've all had a love of paper. So I need to get that out of the way, because I could go on and on about, I could just do a paper video probably for like a half hour. So anyway, some of my most used and most favorites for this past year and for Christmas were, well, I suppose these were, I don't know if these were really technically 2012, but my mind's eye, no matter what year it is one of my all-time favorites. I have like, if I see something, I get the 6x6, the 8x8, the 12, all the embellishments. I get like, I just go insane. I don't know. I don't know if I have a serious problem or what, but I do use it. I just don't go through it as fast as I would if I, only had one and didn't hoard. So my mind's eye, probably like an all-time favorite. The Romantique Prima. Not only do I like the regular paper, which everybody's already seen, obviously, but I also used a lot of this art paper, which is really, really fun to use and really pretty. And some of the other lines I used a lot of, Winterland, this Freebird, Authentique, the Holiday Style, October Afternoon. I think this is probably now, even with the new stuff coming out, my all-time favorite paper line from Graphic 45. And I had used a whole pad of this for teachers' gifts this year, which I didn't have time to share, but the teachers loved them anyway. And then some of my other favorites is this, the scrap cake. So it's the scrap cake. And I'll just go through it really quickly. These are just beautiful. Beautiful papers. Oops. This one is called, oh, sorry guys, I don't know what the lines are called. Oh, The Bright Side of Life is one of the collections. And then the other one was a Christmas collection. So really beautiful, shabby, even like a shabby Christmas, awesome paper that I hold on to for dear life. And then this is 7 Dot Studio, which I had seen on a blog. It's fun for like mixed media, super distressed projects. So that's what the paper looks like. Kind of out of my league as far as colors, but I like the idea of it, and I like this side of it, so I thought I would play around with it, and I really, really like it. And some of my other faves were the crepe paper random. This is an awesome stack. Classic calico, studio calico, more lost and found. This is one of my other favorites. It's Simple Stories. This is just one of the collections called Baby Steps. I love almost like every single paper pad they put out, paper collection. And something that I really loved was the Sweet Nothings collection by Kaisercraft. These are just some of the papers. I love this one. I just love this paper. It's beautiful. And I've always loved Kaisercraft, but this past year, for some reason, I really gravitated a lot towards it. If you guys have seen the Bonjour collection, which is really hard to find, and more, this is the Farmhouse. So anyway, those are some of my most used from last year, and I had to control myself so that you guys didn't think I was completely crazy. So anyway, the next thing I want to talk about is flowers. These, I kept these in the package because I wanted to show you the number, and I do have a lot of them in the drawer that are loose, but I wanted to show you. This is I Am Roses GB3827. I think this is the mixed small gardenias, one of my favorite color combinations and flowers. See, like this I didn't have in the bag, so I don't know what number these are. Curly roses, no, I don't know. Roses. Jeez, I'm sorry. I don't remember. And the cherry blossoms. This is a mixed collection. S3, I think that's a 7-9. This was Christmas colors. Excuse me, sorry. So I don't know if they still have it available. And I have these rosebuds, tiny, tiny ones, and these like semi-open ones that I absolutely adore. So those are just a small collection of flowers. I didn't want to, you know, like whip out every single flower collection I have. So anyway, then I wanted to share with you the trims that I have been using / hoarding. This is the mesh bling from, I don't know if this is called Cynthia Luhu bling, but it's the mesh bling. It comes in a roll, or you can buy a shorter one like this. It also comes as like trim. So I've been just using this stuff like crazy. And I love this small in particular. I don't know what size it is, but it's the small one. My all-time favorite, ivory halfback pearls. I love white and black, but I always grab my ivory. Or most used anyway. Frog's feathers. These are just two colors that I grabbed. Sock Crafters has beautiful colors as well. This is just like taupe and brown, chocolate brown. This is, I think I got this from Sock Crafters as well. This is the wired trim that it was like the Prima butterflies. This is gorgeous, this color. This is one of my favorite colors, like a bronze, chocolate brown. And I think I got this at Joann's. And I use this a lot. Sometimes I put pearls here, sometimes I leave it plain. I use it a lot. Then of course the Doodlebug twine. Any of the twinery colors, I use those a ton on my projects. So that's the trim. then I wanted to share with you, like, I guess embellishments. I don't know what else to call them, but I used a ton of this. I cut the packaging to fit in the drawer. This is like, let's just say like 2 by 12. Especially this color in the Prima crystals. I cut it up. I used it whole. It's awesome. I love it. And then I used a ton of these Kaisercraft sparklers in all kinds of colors. But this, excuse me, again, in my favorite, like that bronzy chocolate brown. I love that color. And this I found in the wedding section at Michael's, and it's garland. But what I do is I cut it up and I use it like sprays, because it has like crystal and pearl on silver. So I love this stuff. And you know, it's like $10, but you could use a coupon anytime, and it's worth it to me anyway. We all have our vices, right? And then of course these two, again, this is one of my favorites. This color, oh, Medley Midas. Oh yeah, okay, so Midas. This is gold, and these embellishments by Prima, which this is one of my favorites with the corners and the window. Then in the same category, I guess, because I consider them, I don't know, I guess they're embellishments. These pink paisley mistables. You can leave them plain, paint them, spray them. I love them. These are awesome. And then, I don't know if you want to call this paper or embellishments, but I use it like an embellishment. These 7 Gypsies journaling pages. They're just separate pieces of paper. Oh, here. Those are all the different ones in this particular pack. They're great for tucking in pockets, tags, journaling. And these Bo Bunny, and I think, oh, also Basic Gray makes them, the Noteworthy. I collect these like by 2. Because, you know, I tear them up and then I use them for journaling spots, or sometimes I punch them. So that, and then I wanted to show you some of my favorite dies. I don't know that this one came out last year, the Tiny Tabs and Tags. The Distressed Doily is like, this one is, I love it for using as envelope flaps. And this Tiny Tabs and Tags is great. It just has every single size. I use the large tag one a lot, but I love this one because it has the tabs and it has a smaller tag here. I know it's hard to see, but... then I have... This is one of my favorites at the moment. It's a Paper Tray Ink alphabet die, the lowercase. And then my obsession for this year, last year, this year, next year probably, are the dynamics. So these are just some that I pulled that I use like all the time. And the Spellbinders, this one is great. I love this particular bird cage. These dress forms, which, well, I guess I don't have to take it out, you can see. And then these are, they were new to me. I don't know if they've been around a while. Marianne, whoops. These are Marianne Creatables. And these are 2 of my favorites that I used last year. So those, now I could, like the paper, I could go on and on about the dies, guys, but you know, I mean, I use all the same stuff you do, but those are some of the ones that I really, really did just go to town on. So, let's see, dies, okay, stamps, which I always laugh when Gina at Scrapinology talks about stamps and her stampitis, but it's definitely a catchy thing, that stampitis. This past year, Unity Stamp, I belong to the monthly club, but I also joined the new monthly club they have for, it's like mixed media stamps. So this is like just one example. This is my favorite one that they put out. I think it's only 3 or 4 months old now. So this is my favorite one. It has, I love this old-fashioned telephone. This is Pure Innocence. Any of them, all of them, I absolutely love. This is, oh, she's just adorable. So I love almost everything by Pure Innocence. They're just too cute. So anyway, then I have another Unity stamp that I love using because of this Live, Laugh, Love, the doily. This is just, I love Unity stamps in general, and I'm so happy that they collaborate with some different artists and paper lines. This came out last year. That I haven't used the stamps a lot yet, but I've used the dies. So this is Hero Arts and Sizzix getting together. And this is great because I love cutting out the chair, and then like I can color it in, or I draw an outline around it. So I haven't played around with the stamps yet, but this is, I love these dies. And then these are some of my favorites that came out also by Hero Arts. I don't know, like this is the Studio Calico one, which is a ledger. This is Basic Gray. And these are just Hero Arts clings. This is one of my favorite patterns. So then I wanted to show you one that I used a lot last year by Paper Tray Ink called Gratitude Journal. And that's what it looks like. There's just a lot of great sayings on here. And the Mega Mendy medallion, which looks like that. And I bought this last year as well, and I just absolutely love. This is by Just Right Stamps, and this is the Bon Voyage. I love that. The Eiffel Tower, of course, the crown. This is gorgeous, and they stamp beautifully. So I could go, like I said, on and on about Lawn Fawn, Ali Edwards. I just have so many favorites, but it's already like 18 minutes, guys, so I'm sorry. Then I have ink. Let's see. These are some of my favorites. The Hero Arts. This is Wet Cement. I know some of these have been around, like the Memento, but I grab this for almost everything, whether it's Copics or non. So this is awesome. And this is one of my favorites by Jenny Bolin, Weather Vane. Paper Tray Ink re-released their dies, their inks. So this is just one, and it's one of my favorites, Autumn Rose. One of my just all-time obsessions is Victorian Velvet by Tim Holtz. I don't know what it is about this color, but I use it on almost anything. It's just, I love it. The stain, the ink, I just love it all. So those are some of my inks that I use all the time. Paints and sprays, I'm going to show you. These are some of my favorites. The Gecko Green Lindy's, the Creme Brulee, and the Gossamer Gold. I also like the milk chocolate Cadbury and the dark chocolate truffle, I think it's called. So, sorry guys, I'm trying to put away some of it as I go. And then some paints, and I guess I could have shown this as ink. This is my favorite stain, pumice stone, but it's number 2 ink behind Victorian Velvet, so that's awesome. These are just great to work with. Vintage white. This is pearl, which I'm using right now on my cigar box swap, and metallic sequin black. Those are like, I use them now, and I did use them last year. I think this I got towards the end of the year, the Martha Stewart. It came in a pack when she introduced her new line at Michael's. And then Miranda, who's Miss Liberty 25, turned me on to this metallic glaze. It's black coffee, and I got it at Home Depot. She told me where to get it. So this stuff, it's almost like washed, not like whitewash, but like the same effect. And oh, it's fabulous. So thanks, Miranda. And then a few like little tools and things that I use. I just ordered this because I used it at my very, very teeny tiny local scrap store. And I fell in love with it, so I just ordered it and it came. It's the Prima Distress Tool. I use this more, or I can see myself using this more than my Zutter, which is awesome, but this is more convenient. And when I saw what it did at the store, I fell in love. So that. The Glue and Seal. This is the smaller one. Love it. And this is new to me from Christina Werner. She used it a lot for embossing. It's very quick instead of that powdery bag. It smells kind of funny. It's not the powder I would have chosen, but what you do is you brush on the powder, the anti-static, and then do your stamping or your wet embossing. And this is by EK Success. And it's refillable, so you can refill it with your own powder. You could probably even cut open the bag, that embossing bag, and put it in here. So that. These. Oh, this could have gone, sorry, I'm going all over the place. This could have gone in the other package with the noteworthy stuff that I said that I used all the time. Last year, especially this collection, I used it a lot. So I love it, and I love glitz. And then, oh my goodness, look at that, 23 minutes. This is Confessions of a Ribbon Addict, the Pop Dots and red tape. The ones, I think they're like an inch, and they come in like a strip of like 6. I used the most, but these and this color in particular are my ultimate favorite. And let's see, I don't know how many that is, but I'm just going to show you a couple of other things. Washi tape. However you want to use it, call it what you may. I'm obsessed. I love it. It's easy to tear. It's thin. It's super, super beautiful. Whether it's Amy Tangerine, whether it's, you know, whatever the brand is, MT Deco. Some of the stuff that's not true made in Japan washi tape is fun to use. I just love it. Like, this is a new one that I got from KI Memories. And I just wanted to share with you, it's not washi tape, but I found this in the home section at Michael's, and it's DCWV. They have a whole home section, and it's like toile tape. It's so pretty that I have like 5 rolls. So I knew that if I didn't buy it, I wouldn't find it again. So love it. Love, love, love this. And one more thing I just wanted to share with you were like embellishments. Well, this is more washi tape. That actually Sherry got me from T-Share in Japan. She gave me that alphabet one, which is so much fun, in a rack. So hi Sherry. This was a new company to me, or Malu. I got them at 2Ps. These journaling spots are so much fun to use. Great company. Some of the other embellishments that I love to use. These, when I like something, I buy like 2 or 3 at a time, because I know that if I use some, I'll always have some as backup. Like, that's sick, right? So, Maya Road, some of these Christmas Words chipboard set. This one, trinkets, Christmas trinkets, I think, or bits, vintage bits pack. And one of my all-time loves, which is cameos. Now, some of these are Webster's pages. Some I got from Your Scrapbook Supply. They're beautiful. This one's fun for Halloween. So cameos are just, I think these were all, I think this and this was Webster's pages. And then these were from Your Scrapbook Supply. These were Girls Papery, but they're like more, I mean, they're not really cameos. It's stuck to a pin, how funny. But these little embellishments. So yeah, that's it. If you guys stuck around, thank you for sticking around. And now I have to tag. Now at this point, I don't know who's been tagged, but look at my chicken scratch. Usually my handwriting is just a little bit neater, but Stephanoid69, Yoliebean, roxyfur, Miss Liberty 25, Shabaddiction, who's Amy, and Friday, she's T Friday 77. So girls, these are the next tags, and can't wait to see what you come up with. Bye.